My next guest is Jeykell Badell. He is the owner of La Taguara on the east side of Madison. Thanks so much for coming.
Well, thank you for the invitation.
I'm so curious, what's your background?
Well, I've been working in restaurants for the past 14 years, I decided to definitely go on my own and open this beautiful restaurant.
Now, you've been in the restaurant industry for 14 years. Is that where you learned to cook, or did you learn to cook before that?
Well, actually, I learned cooking at home with my mother, and you know, we definitely get meals together, and I learned that definitely I get more skills, you know, working in the field. But I combine a little bit of the skills that I learned here with my mom's teaching.
What made you want to take that leap to actually open up your own place?
Well, I think it was a time, you know, for Madison to have a different cuisine. You know, it was needed. And I see it now that after we're open, you know, people talk about it and they say, you know, there's so many cuisines, but this will be the first Venezuelan restaurant in Madison.
And that's not a common cuisine type in these parts. What's been the reaction so far?
Well, you know, it's kind of funny because you get people not knowing anything about the country or the food, the reception has been great. You know, they definitely love the food. I do get people not knowing if the food is going to be spicy or not. I mean, they have so many questions, and you know, we try to teach them about it.
And I've heard that you are an excellent educator of that when people come in.
Well, you know, I think, you know, it's time to take the lead on that and show people, because, you know, we all speak Spanish, but we're definitely different than other cultures. You know, we're different. You know, I think it was the time to just present it to the people. And
you're having fun so far?
I love it. I love it. Every time I'm in my restaurant behind the counter, you know.
Are you doing everything, or is your mom or any of your
Well,
family
I actually got
out?
a great help. I mean, of course, you know, the support of my wife, and I have 2 kids. My mom is here with me, helping me out. And I have, you know, a family. I have a few employees so far, and I'm trying to manage a little bit of everything, but I'm mainly on the counter talking to my customers.
When you go home at the end of the day, do you have to cook again?
No, I don't. No, I just get home and the food is ready.
You can just relax, huh?
Yeah, I just relax.
That's great. And in our next segment, you're going to have a lot of different items, including some Christmas-based items, right?
Oh yes, we're gonna be actually talking about a few items, some staple for our countries like arepas. We're gonna be talking about our national dish that is a really popular one, and we're gonna be talking about our Christmas plate.
That's great. And do you find a lot of people from, you know, South America coming in and saying, "Oh, this is great! I can finally get this"?
Yeah, definitely. I get people saying that you know, they needed something new, and they're definitely
I can't wait to try it, and we'll do it right after this. We have a Latin American smorgasbord in front of us. Jeykell, what's first on this lineup?
Well, today we're going to try our national dish. It's actually pabellón is the name of it. And in the plate you'll find black beans, cheese, you get shredded beef, you get a complimentary arepa, and a sweet plantain. It's actually a great dish to start with.
Am I right in understanding you can also get this dish with an egg a caballo?
Yeah, you can definitely get it a caballo, and that will, you know, we'll definitely cook an egg, put them on top, and you also can get a version of a vegetarian. We can definitely sub the shredded beef and get an eggplant substitution on it.
Well, that's super hearty, very delicious. I'm wondering, it's so much food. I mean, can people actually finish this dish?
Sometimes, and actually I get people, you know, couples, you know, splitting plates.
People don't leave your restaurant hungry.
Yeah, but you know what? If you buy it, you can definitely take it home and get dinner.
All right.
You know?
What's next?
Well, we're going to be trying arepas today. Definitely a staple of our country. They are a corn dough dish. We cook it on a griddle, and the diversity of the arepa is that you can put any filling inside. And today I brought 3 different ones. One is going to be vegetarian, but the one that I want you to try will be the pabellón arepa. Will be this one over here.
Right.
And
okay, I'm going to try some of this. This is guasacaca?
That's the guasacaca sauce. It's a house-made sauce.
Cilantro-based, huh?
It's cilantro-based. You know, they got some secret ingredients. But it's a great addition. It gives you a little punch, you know, to the food. And it's not spicy, but it's really tasty.
I agree. Now, these arepas, they're so light, moist, yet they're so strong that they can hold all that stuff in it. And you were saying you can eat this other ways, like you can put jam and stuff inside?
Yeah, you can do that. You know, it's not typical, but the diversity of it is like you can do any filling. It means that, you know, especially my kids, they love ham and cheese, arepas. You know, easy, they can get it that way, but you can definitely get creative and do any combination.
And that guasacaca sauce, that can go on other food items, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. It usually comes with some of the items, but I encourage people to ask for it if you go there and you try it. But yeah, usually with tostones, deep fried green plantains is great. You can definitely put it on and it will be
I can definitely
good.
taste it. Wonderful. And what's next?
Well, this one is actually a limited time offer plate. It's we only eat this meal on Christmas time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the reason why, because it's really labor intensive. It takes a lot of time to do it. But here you'll see pork, roast pork. You actually take a time.
Yeah, you have to roast this for many hours, right?
For many, many hours to get tender and stuff like that. We also have the ensalada de gallina is the name of it. It's a chicken potato salad. You got the ham bread right over here. And over here we have the star of the plate. It's called ayaca.
Well, this pernil is, I can tell you really roast a long time because it just dissolves right in my mouth. Super tender. Right. And this is the ensalada, correct?
The ensalada, yes.
You know, I can't believe I'm saying this about salad, but that is comfort food.
Oh,
you can eat that any time of day. It's delightful.
Thanks.
I can't wait to try this ayaca. So you were saying this is pretty labor intensive, right, to get it to this point?
To get it to that point, and but you know, inside you will see a filling of stew of beef, pork, and chicken. You will find raisin, capers, and olives inside that, and it'll leave a great combination between the raisin, the sweet, and the salty of the green olives is amazing. That's
very, very good. Very savory is the way to describe it, because you pop it open and all that stuff comes out. It's just wonderful. And this is the pan de jamon?
Pan de jamon, yeah, that's ham bread.
Now, I know several of these dishes have the olives and raisins in them. Is that common?
Yeah, it is. It is actually common in our cuisine, and the reason why we have a lot of like Spanish influences. You know, we definitely use raisins, capers, olives in our cuisine. You know, our cuisine is pretty diversity. We're on South America. We have on top of South America means that we get some Caribbean influences, you know, on food, and some of the South American influences too.
That's a great combination of flavors right there. So I'm warning you, guys eat this at Christmas time. It's so much food. You guys just go take a nap right afterwards?
Yeah, it's pretty much like Thanksgiving, you know, here. But you know, we celebrate it big. It's all family related, and
do you guys typically assign different people in the family to, like, hey, you take care of the ayacas, you take care of the pernil?
Well, actually, the best way to do it is we actually get a long table, and we actually has a assembly line.
Oh,
means
okay.
that one person put the dough on the banana leaf, pass it over to the next one put the filling, the next one put the raisins, and you know, you start moving around until the last one do just the wrapping and tying it up.
Well, thank you so much, Jeykell, for being on the show today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for inviting me.
We'll be right back.